5 attacks and 0 3-stars. This base is OP. And hey Clashers, and welcome back to another video. And well, this beauty right there is actually the base we want to talk about today. This was part of the RH base building pack, which I have sold like 2 months ago. So I thought, okay, since it's 2 months ago, I would do like some sort of advertisement for a future pack, which I'm going to do. Because this base did incredible well. I used it this Clan War League season, and I used this in the last Champions War League Elite match. And if you have no clue what the Champions War League is, well, it's a pro league with a lot of matches, a lot of attacks, because the matches are just bigger. You know, always those pro matches, 5v5, 1 attack only. Well, those matches are always, you can see it, 25 versus 25, which means everyone has 2 attacks, so defending is even harder. And this base did not defend once, not twice, not 3, no, 5 times did this base defend, and it is the base with the highest defenses overall in this match. So let's take a look at a couple of attacks actually and how this base did overall. And obviously we would like to take a look first at the statistics of the Clan War League, because I used it in the Clan War League as well. And guys, I can just tell you, yeah, it is doing incredible. So let's take a look at the stats of the Clan War League and how it did over there. And you can see it already. I used it on ITZU. It did really well. It did really well. So let's just take a look at what exactly this guy did and how he approached this base. If you want to copy this base, no problem whatsoever. Just feel free and slide into the description of this video and copy the base link. So let's figure out, he's using air with a couple of clone spells, which is actually right now a pretty common approach, right? Like everyone is using that, and being able to defend it is not the worst thing, I would say. So he's starting off with the Daughter Baby Dragons because he wants to create some funnel, because this base, even though it looks really strange, is at the end of the day some sort of a ring base. You can see the funneling in this outer layer is not the easiest. It's really hard to really get a cut and make sure that the heroes are going the right way, and he's doing it actually in a really smart fashion. He's starting his heroes at the top right, letting the king backtrack, wall break the queen in, and then use those dragons to force the king into the eagle compartment. This is really smart. This is a really good approach. But now there's a big problem, and this problem are those sweepers. The sweepers are pushing all of those dragons back non-stop. Then in addition to that, the hound is getting looted. I really recommend the lava hound in this clan castle. And now the beauty at this clan, at this town hall compartment, is the tornado trap in combination with all of those red mines, and the back end scatter is in range due to the tornado trap as well. This is melting loons, especially those triple clone attempts. As soon as this tower is not going down, which most of the time is going to work, obviously not always, because Clash of Clans is not the most consistent game sometimes. So overall, like as soon as the tower is not falling, most of the time it's a 1-star, because people need to use the Royal Champion really early on to support their heroes at the top, because they don't get that much value otherwise. And then you have no plan B. There's no coming back from this. And with this, it's going to be a really solid defense. To be honest, even if you would have saved the Royal Champion, this town would have not went down, because all of the back-end defenses with the Expos, with the Tesla and so on. So a really solid defense, but we're not stopping here. We are going to check out the bigger match, which I have showed you earlier, and you can see this. They really tried. I mean, as soon as I'm in a match, people love to attack me, which I can fully understand, because as soon as someone 3-stars is, as soon as someone 3-stars me, he can post the screenshot on Twitter, front me, having fun, whatever, which is totally fine, by the way. But it's an achievement sometimes for some people. So I don't fully understand why they tried, but the base did not fall. So let's take a look at the first attack. This is the first approach, which means they had no clue about the traps. After this attack, they knew about most of the traps, they knew the clan castle and everything. So let's take a look at the first one. He's going to use super bonus, which I feel like should be pretty good on this base, because as I said, this base is already 2 months old, kinda, because it was part of the RH base building pack, which I have sold back then. And as I said, I'm going to sell more bases in the future again. And if you're interested in bases like this, no problem, you know where you have to go for, and I will obviously remind you again. But now let's take a look at that. He's trying to go for the eagle side, but this wizard tower is really messing things up. Typically it is the the Tesla, which is luring back kinda, or like distracting the queen, whatever. But at the same time now the queen is, yeah, completely messed up. Like the queen is not being able to like reach too many things and just getting lured inside this compartment. Already lost quite some healers at this point. He's trying to, like, I feel like at this point it was like he was not sure if he should rage. You know this feeling? Like as soon as you think about, okay, should I rage, should I not rage, should I not? Oh, rage it, and then the queen is right about that. Like this is what happens a lot of times to me as well. So yeah, at this point it's obviously all about saving and trying to save this attack in general. But at the same time, hey, I think we all know this feeling. So maybe still this attack after this entry, we know already the funnel now is not too easy to get the queen towards the top side. The warden walk over there is not too easy because there are a lot of storages. So that's why you typically have to use that queen. But hey, it is going to be, it was even pretty close to a 2-star it feels like, but either way, 2-star it is, nothing more. So now let's take a look at the next approach they tried on this base. The next approach was actually with air. So this attack was with air, or like in general, actually kind of like an air attack, because this is actually the Dragon Rider and Bats combination, which back then was not really a thing either. So let's see how this base does against this one. So first off, he's sniping the outside collectors, which is smart. He's using Hawk Riders to tank for the wall break to get towards the town hall, which is really smart, really nicely done. And now he's sending those sneakies in, to take down those collectors. Using a couple of more test sneaky goblins, to be honest, I don't think they would have been needed. As I said, this is not baited. So he is getting that town hall without a problem. He should be able to do that through that. There's the invisibility spell. Was a bit late. It was a little bit late, you have to say that. But hey, the most important thing is the town hall is going down. That's the important thing. But now we're getting to a really problematic scenario, because the problem right now is for him the ring. The ring is the problem, because the funnel right there is incredibly hard. It's not easy to funnel a ring set up like this. He's trying to wall break now in. He's funneling the outside, but this does not mean the first layer, the first ring is actually funneled. And you can see the biggest problem. Inside, you have really deep inside the double multi-inferno tower, so he needs a big push into the core. But at the same time, he was not able to funnel the top side, which means the king is going somewhere completely different, because I played, like back then, I placed the mortar for anti-P.E.K.K.A. smash mortar over there, because the mortar do not have a lot of hit points, which means the lock launcher then again is going to destroy the mortar, which then again is causing the P.E.K.K.A. and the king, on the P.E.K.K.A. smash typically, are running around the outside. So they're kind of like getting messed up pathing wise. And things like that are really key. In this one, even though it was planned to defend P.E.K.K.A. smash that way, it did work really well against this king push, because the king went all the way around. At this point, it's kind of tricky, because those Dragon Riders do not have that much fun going against all of those defenses. We have the single Inferno Tower on the back end, and we can see already this is not going to get too far either. So this means another 2-star solid percentage defense. But since I have showed all of the good defenses, let's take a look at the guy who did the best on this base. Because this base originally was not a Clan War base. This base originally was a Legend League base. So let's see which strategy is doing the best on this base, since it defended already air. It has defended air. It has defended ground with the super bonus. Has done not too well. This strategy, I would argue it is not a common Legend strategy. And then obviously the next strategy, let's see what the best strategy was so far on this one. And actually it's Zap Lalo, which is not a common attack strategy at all. So yeah, let's see. He's going to lightning the Scatter Inferno Tower and the Sweeper. This is huge value already. As I said in multiple videos already, I'm not really looking out for a lot of, but I'm not really trying to defend lightning value with my legend bases, because, well, typically I use them a legend. No one is using lightning in legends, right? Or like not that many people at least. So let's see how is he going to follow up. So far it's looking really good. The queen should go for the town hall next. The king actually luring out the clan castle, which is kind of unfortunate for him. But hey, wait, he has a hero. This queen is actually truly insane. This could have went really bad for him. The queen is not switching away from this town hall whatsoever. The clan castle is getting dealt with, but this queen has no chance now inside the single Inferno Tower. So the queen is going to fall. He was, I would argue, he was kind of lucky getting that town hall so easily. Not going for the archers whatsoever with his queen. But hey, Now Lalo is starting, and then Lalo is kind of shaky. He should have used the Warden ability ages ago, and I don't know why. I guess he forgot it. There's no Headhunter in this army composition, so this Royal Champion is going to wreck those loons. They're not going to have a lot of fun, but I feel like after this entry, this strategy for sure could have tripled. I will give him that. I would just say he forgot about the Headhunter. He forgot the Headhunter. He should have tripled with this approach. Really, really good attempt. But at the same time, still, you can see things are getting messed up really, really easily if you do not pay attention. So it was a good approach. The Royal Champion is luring over the Hound, which means, yeah, it's not going to get too far. So it's solid attack at the end. So Lightning Lalo can take it down if you're really good at it. But at the same time, this one actually is going to be a 96% fail at the end. So it's going to be slow defense. I take that. I don't count that as a 3-star account, even though the idea was great. But this is not going to make a 3-star. You have to execute that properly as well. So overall, I hope this base is going to do great for you guys. And if you're interested in buying any future packs, make sure I will remind you on Discord most likely about that. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new, and this base is going to defend well for you. Thank you so much, and see you guys in the next video. Until then, see ya, and bye-bye.